Hello, good evening, and welcome to Try Not to Die Thursday with Valheim, where I will be... I'm not sure exactly what I will be doing. I have a list, but I don't know what order I'm going to be doing it in for the most part. So... I'll be building furniture first, I think. Because at the end of my last stream, I had just finished remodeling my main house to make it less square and also to, well, give myself a bit more floor space for reasons. So, the first order of business, I believe, is getting furniture back in. And I'm very sad because the Yule stuff has been turned off, which means I can't put my present back on the table the way that I had it before. Alas, sadness. There's much sadness. So, well, first order of business is to shove some honey down my gullet. And let's see, how much wood do I have? A whole 16 pieces. Spectacular. Do I have any more in my box? No, but I will be needing this fine wood. Yes, this is the great remodeling job that I did on my main house here. Extending the roofs, making chimneys for the fires, making the place a little less square. Finding just wood sitting up here. Now, aha! I notice immediately the problem that I have created for myself. One moment, I need to turn my mouse commands on. There we go. There, now pressing that button gives me my hammer. And some more stuff to repair that I must have missed that was exposed when last time it was raining. So, this is the upstairs where I'm going to be creating my main niceness area, shall we say. As my down here is for other things, namely it's for portals. Possibly some storage, but mostly portals. Up here is where things are going to be pretty. Hopefully. But I'm going to start with some chests, because I need a chest right here to prevent me from running too far forward. And I'm gonna put a couple of chests. Oh, I'm not gonna put a couple of chests because I don't have enough wood. How much ore do I... Oh, I still have a lot of ore to process. Okay. Okay, so I've processed nearly all of my copper, but not all, nowhere near all my tin. Okay. Gonna just do this the easy way by grabbing that pile of wood. I did grab that pile of wood, right? No, I did not. Oh, it's probably this pile of fine wood. Okay. I will deal with that in a minute. Alright, let's get some charcoal started. And load this up. Now, 7 plus... Okay, fine. Alright, that's gotten that started. Alright, I want a sign. Oh, this is difficult when the portal activates when I get so close. Alright. One right there. One right there. And this one is named Honey. There are more portals that I'm going to be putting in here, but for the moment, I don't have the cores, I don't believe. Yeah, I'm a little short of cores for my plans. Okay, so I want to put a chest here. Apparently I want to put a chest here first. And then here. I'm going to put my bed down here so that it covers up that one post that's coming through the floor. And another chest actually goes right next to it. And the rest of the furniture will have to wait for just a bit. As I put this coal away here, and these rocks, I guess. Okay. This is basically my antiques chest here. So I'm going to... I don't actually know what I'm going to use this chest for. It's mainly to stop me from running so far that I get caught. So I'm just going to put this stuff in there for now. And this is my treasures chest. which will be back here now. I'm just going to keep the cores in this chest for the time being. Now, what is this chest for, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. Basically, this is my respawn point, which I should set. Claim that bed. Get these chests out from the base of the stairs. This chest remains the same. This is the tool chest, and I do want it right by the front door like this. So and this bit, the temporary thing that I built for a bed while I was doing the renos is not needed anymore, so it can go. How much wood did that just give me? Wow. Alright. Now I want to keep my prepared food upstairs by my bed where I'm going to need it. I am going to keep this as an auxiliary potions chest here, though, because that's just convenient. So my fire here has run out of fuel. With the new chimney, it does take a little bit of finagling to get things all okay, so some deer meat, some deer stew, some jam, and some poison resistance potion into this chest right here. So I will reclaim this wood. Make sure this fire is full. And hopefully still have enough left for the fine wood. Yes, I do have enough. And because I have surplus, so much surplus, I'm going to use some raspberries. That should be more than enough. I haven't really figured out lighting for the upstairs here because I'm not sure. I hadn't decided where I'm really laying things out, so just bear with me here. I want a table in here. Yeah, put that there. down a chair. Let's see. Put a rug right underneath a lot of them. Oh, I also need leather scraps. I'm not sure where I have the height for banners around here, but I will work it out. As we can see, we can already have this up to comfort level 8, which is awesome. Right, leather scraps are over here. Just take part of them because I am running at pretty high weight. Eat a bit more honey. Hello, Loppy. Yes, I worked very long and very hard on expanding the home and making it nicer. I built these gorgeous chimneys on either side. I put an extension on back here. And there's the other chimney. And a little extension over here. And a little sort of front porch overhang sort of thing. So that my stairs will stop being weathered by the rain. And I just remembered that I need to grab some resin as well. So I'll just grab like, there we go. But yes, I worked very hard on this one. The roofs nearly defeated me. What is going on up there? Why is it sparkling up there? One moment. The roofs continue to be against me. Why was there wood in my roof? But I managed to not fall from a great height in making my gorgeous chimneys. Now the smoke goes up instead of out. And it actually means that I can use the fire as a kind of lighting inside the house in some ways. Because is that not awesome? But I also have the upstairs here, which I am attempting to prettify. But also, I think... Yes, right there. Gonna need at least one of those up here. But yes, I'm actually pretty proud of getting the various roofs together up here. And making them interesting. During the day, the light comes in through these gaps, and it's really very nice. But of course, I'm working in the middle of the night, as I frequently do. Actually, you know what? Let's use this as a sort of a curtain. I'm gonna have to eyeball this apparently. Oh, it's difficult to get the angles. Alright. Let me just... Yeah. Okay, I can do it from here. I can do it from here, definitely. I'm out of raspberries. I've used too many raspberries. Okay, well, you know what? I can use a different color. Because I'm pretty sure I have a lot of dandelions that I'm not currently using. And dandelions are very easy. Because I do have pigs to feed, so I don't really want to use up a lot of my raspberries. But I have 50 dandelions. Where are the yellow ones? Oh, the yellow, that also needs coal, huh? Well, I should have checked that earlier. Now, I could have sworn that I filled up. Carrying too much stuff. Because I've still got a lot of wood on my person. Oh, and tin! Haha! Alright, let's put the tin away. Which should definitely help. There we go. I could have sworn I put 25 into the kiln, not just 4. Well, I will work that out. Like so. Which means I am going to have to redo this bit, so... And like so. What am I missing? I'm missing leather scraps, I see. Alright, I'm going to do this very ambitious plan if it kills all my supplies. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, still a little bit too much, huh? Arg! Come on, game. Alright, what if I... There we go! I'm gonna regret putting those there later, but... And once again, eyeballing it just a bit. Here, I think? Yeah, that'll work. And then... Sleeping alcove. rest of the room. Okay. Let's see, put that there. I'm actually quite pleased. It is an excellent sleeping alcove. I'm very proud of myself. Thank you for appreciating it. Put a chair there. Put the rug in. Oh, it is pouring. Man, look at that. And we now have comfort level 9 in here, and I feel like it should be higher. Let's see, is there anything else interesting or useful that I can make in here? No. I mean, I could maybe put another torch in. But I feel like this is nice. Nine is a pretty respectable number when it comes to the comfort level. Especially when you only have the fine wood and the core, like you only have, when you're like me and you only have the wood available to you, the fine wood, the core wood, the regular wood, comfort level 9 is, it's really excellent. You know, I should probably check to make sure those banners don't show through the floor on the bottom. They do not. We're good. Now, what I'm doing down here with the main floor is I'm actually going to be putting portals in here. So this will be my portaling area. This torch, that's not the place where the torch is going to live, but for now, that is where it's going to be. But yeah, there will definitely be a portal going into this alcove here. And there will be another portal, which I am still working out exactly where I want to put that sucker. But there's going to be 4 portals in here for a very specific plan that I have. And you know what I want here? I want a beam that goes like that and like that. I did not quite get that right. I did not quite get that right. I mean, I do want one that goes there, but I want a more... Like, I want one that sits just outside the stairs, but I can't seem to get it set right. Maybe if I... Not... Haha! And then put one of these short ones on top of that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that. The hidden one is the one that's actually supporting the stairs, but that one just looks right. It provides a certain visual that you would expect to see on a staircase like this. Stuff some more honey in my face. Oh, right, and do I have any trophies lying on the ground where I used to have the portal? No, I appear to have gotten all of those. A bunch of my raspberries have come in. Let's see, how many raspberries do I have now? 5. That is not enough. Okay. Seven. You know what? I don't care. 14. Let's go feed the pigs. Also showing off my barn that I built for the pigs. And after I built this barn, I was like, oh boy. I could really use someplace that didn't look like this barn to live in. Hello, my pigs, my darlings, hello. They're all tame now, these pigs, which I got into the barn at great personal sanity. Which means that I can stand inside the enclosure to throw them raspberries now. I try to not throw them all in the same place because they all want to eat at once. I don't know if I actually need to divide them into single berries like this, but I enjoy the process. Well, unfortunately, they are not huggable. However, whoops. Once I finish throwing raspberries around, you can actually pet the boar. It loves me. The boars love me, but they also need more space. I feel like I made their enclosure just a bit too small here. So I will actually be expanding the barn a bit today, once it's not raining. I'm just going to be expanding it out that away for them. And the space that used to be where I kept the pigs has now become my carrot field, which looks like it's about due for harvesting, so what's this going on here? Why is there a branch in the middle of my carrot farm? Okay, let me go get my cultivator, because gardening in the rain is a tradition, darn it. Man, all the plans that I have for stream today involve it not raining in here. I also really need to do something about this slope that goes up to the carrot field. But yeah, let's pick some carrot seeds. Oh right, I have more carrot seeds. Which means I need to do some more math. Picking my carrots in the rain. I plan and Twitch laughs. Yes, that sounds very much like Twitch. But yeah, I have some more carrot seeds around here somewhere. There we are. So I have 21 seeds now, which means that I need to seed 7 carrots. Alright. Oh, no, wait, not that one. This one. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, are these happy carrots? They appear to be happy carrots. You plant the carrots too close together, they're unhappy. And then they don't grow. So there's more wood on the ground here for some reason. Add these carrots to my carrot pile. Happy boars, happy bees, happy carrots. Yes, happiness is catching. We'll put those away there because I do not need them at this point. Go and put away the fine wood as well. And what's left of my scraps. I'm just gonna hang on to this resin just for the moment. Let's put this ore away. Alright, definitely a full load in the charcoal kiln this time. And I'm just gonna check on my fermenter because it's not... Oh, I don't have any mead going in there. Okay. Alright. I will need the coal that I still have. I will need necktail. I need thistle. And the honey that I have on me, we make a base of poison resistance. And stuff it into the fermenter. Now this does delay my plans for this area for 2 days, but that's okay, that's fine. I will work on expanding the barn instead. And actually, while I have the cultivator on me, I should get another bit of project done. Because, as we can see, if I just gain a little height here, I'm starting to run out of nearby trees a little. And in my seed chest, I am starting on my 3rd pile of beech seeds. So I think I would like to plant some beech trees. I just need to pick a good spot. And of course, I'm doing this in the middle of the night because I am a special human being. But somewhere out here, I think, change cities at night, why wouldn't... Yeah, exactly. But I think... Yeah, this is probably far enough from the base that they won't actually fall on the base. Where's my poking stick? Poke, poke! I'll take that, thank you. See, this is why you don't do projects outside the base at night, by the way. All these irritating little children who want my attention. Now, where was I? I'm going to try to not be too ambitious to start with. That part will not go down. Okay. Let's just get rid of the debris. That'll do. I mean, I should probably take this rock out for being in my way. as I promptly create a divot that I didn't want. That'll do to start. Now, you don't actually need to cultivate the ground to plant trees, which is nice, but I A, wanted a bit of leveling, and B, this allows me to mark the area that I have planted. So that's not many, but it'll do for an experiment to see if I have A, put them far enough apart, and B, how long they take to grow. And as long as I'm out here, why don't I take care of these logs that I left? You know what, let's just... Oh no, my babies! It rolled onto my babies! Find out the... Well, that's the thing, like, I would like them to be closer together because then they'll knock each other down when I log them. But I don't want them so close together that they won't grow. So it's sort of a... It's a judgment thing. I have to learn. I'm using the torch simply because I have such a surplus of torches. But it also makes it handy to see, and there comes the rain again. Sigh. Okay, well, ooh! I looked over just in time to see a slash of lightning in the sky there. This is... picked up another dandelion to replace the ones that I used. I have another pile of wood to replace one of the ones that I used for the great, well, I used more than one. I used a bunch of them for the great rebuilding project. I am going to need a bunch more wood for the barn expansion that I have planned. But I really don't want to be expanding the barn in the rain. There is one thing that I would like to do. We will note for the record that I have reasons for everything I do, including this. that's a nice hole. Not quite big enough, though, apparently. Let's see if I expand it this way a bit. Don't worry about the barn, it's fine. See, it's even got its legs still on the ground here. These bits are not necessary at this point, though. You know, everything I do just makes my carrot field more difficult. You know, mining in the rain is not as quite as good an idea as farming in the rain, I think. But yeah, eyeballing that, I think I have mostly done what I needed to do here. I'm gonna have to figure out access to the carrot field in a bit, but I will work that out. Yeah. That's making me nervous. I think I carved out a little too much under this bit of palisade. Ooh. Let me go get some of my rocks. It'll give me a chance to put this coal away too. Now, I want 7. We want to raise the ground like here. And preferably here as well. Yeah, let me up. Oh boy. Yeah, I have succeeded in making my carrot field completely inaccessible to myself. Yeah, getting there. Attempt to snap to the correct edges. There we go. Okay. Carrot Field is no longer inaccessible. And this is not the tool I wanted. This is the tool I wanted. Well, that was quite a bit more than I intended to do. I'll just give this a little delicate haircut here. Good enough, says I. My carrots have the high ground. Okay. As usual, I have arranged things really weirdly. What the heck is that? Did I do that? Is that one of mine? Okay, somehow I did that. I'm very sorry. We're just gonna... nothing happened here. No horror happened here. None at all. Nope. I have no idea how I impaled a piece of wood into the earth like that, but I fixed it. Repairs. Load that sucker up with coal. Realize that I have just enough wood to do another load. And grab 10 of these. Put the spare stone back because it's heavy, yo. Oh. Regret that I don't still have resin on me. Have I put a torch in here yet? I have not. I Okay, I'm gonna put these seeds away for now. Put down a torch around here somewhere. Oh wait, there is a torch in here. Never mind, it just needs to be refilled like everything else. Fill up that torch. Whoop! Oh, the world save was... Alright, fill up that torch. Alright, time to go out logging some more. Oh wait, I've still got the cultivator on me. One moment! Well, you know, as long as I have the cultivator on me... Much better. Okay, switch that out for the good stuff. Let's increase my stamina by another chunk. Let's go out and log. And yes, it is completely on brand for me to have to build a staircase to my carrots. Ooh, raspberries. One moment. Side quest. Man, I love my poking stick. Just gonna grab those raspberries because the pigs constantly need to be fed. And actually, it is a new day. I should feed my pigs. Alright, I will come back for this. Because the pigs should be fed. Oh, hey, is that a mushroom? Cool, I'll take that. Alright, I am definitely going to need to go on a raspberry expedition, I think. I not actually counted my pigs. It's not very easy to count my pigs because they keep moving and overlapping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pigs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pigs. So I really only need to throw out 7 berries. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Waste not, want not. They will eat more if I throw out more, but... they're wagging their tails because they're happy. I did have more boars before I moved into the barn, but a bunch refused to move, so I was just like, okay then. Alright, let's put the extra raspberries back. Add the shroom to the pile. Right, I need more wood. Because I want to give my pigs more space. They're moody teenagers, darn it. I hate it when they don't drop anything when they die. Alright, let's get on this. Just cleaning up the stumps. Oh no, you're dead. Oh yeah, there is another stump here. Okay. That's a good start. That's a good start. I did load ore into the... Yes, I did. Okay. I will take care of that in a bit then. But first, let's put this fine wood I just picked up in the box. Load that up. Do the ore in 2 loads because why not? Load this puppy. Nighttime again already. Dang. Put this away. Well, it may be nighttime, but at least it's not raining, so I can do some work. Let's see, I want some floor. I forget which way the floor goes in the barn. But yeah, I want to expand this by like 2 blocks. Like so. This is going to be really interesting with the stairs. So... Okay. You know what? Just so I can see what I'm doing, let's put down a couple of these suckers. Obviously this one is not going to be able to stay there. This one is definitely in the wrong place. I'll put that up here instead. Okay, let's see. Which way does the floor go? Oh, it goes this way. Excellent. All right. All right. Let's put a leg under this. There we go. And rotate. So... just put that under there. Try to figure out exactly what happened here. What the heck? Let's try this again. Yes, like that. One moment while I just erase some weather damage. There we go. I'm out of wood again already. Stage. No, it's not a stage, it's an expansion, but because my pigs are on the other side of the wall, I don't want to just break down the wall and do the expansion. So I'm building the expansion and then I'll break down the wall. Alright, the continuing efforts to use up some torches continue. Continuing. I am not confident in my ability to bring down that tree without dropping it in the water, so I'm just not gonna... Oh, hello, dear. I'm just gonna leave that one that's right on the edge of the water. It will live forever. Wait, you... Make up your bloody minds. Are you coming towards me or are you not? I mean, I know it's the torch that's causing this behavior, but it's just... Did you throw a rock at me? Alright, come here. The other half is up a tree. Oops. Well, that one definitely touched me. I've got a poking stick ready for you. Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's more wood has got to go. I mean, I could, like, break down all these buildings for wood. Oh, hey! I finally used up a torch! Okay, is that all the trees that I brought down? I think it is. Back to base. And now that I have finally used up a torch, I can grab one of the surplus ones from the chest. Alright. Repair the axe. Grab that. Fill it up. Put this away. I will have to make some more bronze soon, and that is glorious. Add that to the pile. Okay, I have one more load worth of tin. I am gonna have to acquire some more ore. But but I'm just gonna work with what I have for the moment because most of the projects that I have in mind I don't actually need more bronze for, the majority. More bronze than I already have or have the potential for. Okay, and it is a new day, so it's time to feed the pigs. And then I will build for the pigs. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6? Oh wait, there's 2 pigs there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we still have 7 pigs. No babies. No babies. A berry for every pig and a pig for every berry. Alright, back to the project. Whoop. No, wait. I don't... You don't want to be down this hole. Okay. Like that. Like this. I will be leaving a gap here so that I can get in and out. Okay, so I need one of these. To go right here. And right here. And wall, and wall, and wall, and one of these, like so. So, and like so. Like so. And come on. Yes. guys! Hi, how are ya? Feeling good? I'm feeling good. Okay. This is the trickier part. Come on. Yes! Look at all of that space you guys have got now! Look at that! I'm sure you're very thankful. Yes, I see how thankful you are by the way that you are. We're gonna go with nuzzling my thigh. I gave them more space, and look at that. Baby making. The instant I gave them more space. Why are you sticking your snout out the wall? Why you do? Can I do it from this side? I can! Nice. Just put in walls here. Just to make things look nice. That was a very distressing noise that one of you just made. Oh, right. I nearly forgot. Always finish the edges of your roof. It will look better. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's some pieces I need to put in over here. Alright. Put that there. See if I can get an angle. Come on, I just want you to snap in. Come on. Just snap in over there without me having to redo my stairs. Thank you! There! And the stairs to my carrots is unblocked. You know what? I think I'm just gonna leave that torch there. This one's gotta go though. This one is no longer a useful torch. There! The barn has been expanded. I have been immediately rewarded by piggy lovemaking. Behold! It has stuffed itself in the corner, but I have a baby piggy to prove that expanding the barn was a good idea. And you know, just for symmetry's sake, I don't actually need to do this, but just so it matches the other side, I'm gonna put... Oh, you are a strong little baby piggy. Look at my piglet. Look at my baby. Now, I really don't need any more than 2 pigs at any given point in time, but while I could use some leather scraps, I'm not actually... What are you two doing? I'm not actually in need at the moment for pig meat, which is the main reason I've got these guys here. So I'm going to be leaving this lot be and just feeding them for the time being, even though I have to feed them more by keeping more. Oh, baby piggy's so adorable. And the whole barn is worked on an airlock system so that even if one of the pigs should manage to make it out one of the inside doors, they'll still be trapped. I don't want them wandering around loose in the compound. That is not safe for them or me. Oh yes, this is gonna meet my bronze needs for a bit of time. Although I am gonna... I'm not currently processing, but I don't see any reason not to keep that sucker loaded. Little staring match. Yes, that must be it, of course. Why didn't I see it before? Okay, so that is 2 things to cross off of my list because I'm keeping a list now. I had finished the main house upstairs. Where's my pen? There's my pen. Alright, finished upstairs. I have expanded the barn. Oh, I made a start on my tree farm, so I can cross that off too. Which leaves 3 things currently on my list. Digging a trench around my bases. Building a northern port. I need to sail north to get to the Elder, as far as I can tell. So, the idea is to go up here, where there's a bunch of nice meadow, and build a port around this area to launch my ships from. Which one? Oh, and to redo my cooking area. I want to redo this. I feel it's a little... It's a lot, actually. It's a little bit of a lot. I like the area, but I'm not really loving how it's up on a hill. And it's the first thing that you see when you're approaching the base. And I kind of want to lower the whole place. I want to bring it down to a more grounded level. And to give it a bit of a different thing. And potions being finished. But that does mean that I would have to, the main problem with the whole plan is having to move all these chests somewhere else while I do the whole project. which is going to be a bit of a pain. But also, it's been a few days in game since I've been to Honey House, so let's go see how the bees are doing. Oh, yeah, it has been a while. There's 4 honey in every hive. Oh, give me your glorious honey. Yes, thank you. Ladies, hello. Hi, how are ya? A seagull just flew through my house. I do not appreciate that. But yeah, I love the view here. It's such a glorious view. Just an amazing view. I kind of wish that the Elder was south instead of north, because then I could use Honey Home as basically my port home as well. But alas, that is not to be. The Elder is north, and thus I cannot use Honey as a port. At least not yet. I might in the future. You know what, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna get that pig. Because I did use quite a few of my leather scraps putting up that bed alcove. And I really would not mind starting to replenish that pile. Hup, 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 hup. Coming for you! Okay. Yay! 1 whole leather scrap. But yeah, another thing that I want to do is more of a... What is this? It's a rock. Okay. It's a bit more of a defensive measure. Basically, I want to dig a trench around my bases to literally hold off the raids, the special events that occur. It's not because of the current raids, which are Grey Dwarf raids events. It's because once I kill the Elder, those Grey Dwarf events are going to turn into troll events. And, trolls don't care about palisade walls. They just smash them. Oh my goodness, one of my saplings just became a tree very abruptly there. That happened all of a sudden. But as far as order of events go, I am torn between fixing up this cooking area first or digging my trench first. It's a very difficult choice. But as you can see here, I'm not actually hurting for boar meat at this time. I'm pretty good on that front. Which is why I'm maintaining a larger pig herd at the moment. But yeah, the port is going to have to... Actually, let me just let's go up and enjoy the beauty that I have created here. I don't really want to be working on my port until I have entrenched some defenses. Which is going to be very interesting indeed because, well, while digging a trench around Honey House is not going to be too much of a problem, digging a trench around this base is going to be, it's going to be a large project because not only is the area quite respectable, it's also not even. Let me just... I did not make a square or rectangular, like, no, there are no square corners anywhere on this base. So trenching is going to be a little interesting here. They recently did a patch where they fixed the thing that they broke with the sky that was making it all blurry. I really appreciate that they fixed that because look at this gorgeousness. Look at this beauty. I love this. But yeah, I just I do really want to redo. Why is there wood on the roof over here? What is going on with that? But yeah, I do want to redo this cooking area. I really like what I've done here, size-wise, but like floor space wise, but I just feel like it's, I think I'd like to put a properly venting roof on the place. So just give me a moment here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is a space of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's 6. Writing this down. 6 by... I put a properly peaked roof on this, so it has to be... Actually, you know what? Let's count roof tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 by 6 down here. Which doesn't make sense because it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's 6 by 7. Ha 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 ha. 6 by 7. So I think I would like to stay with the 6 by 7 plan. But I think I'd like to be a little more yeah, I want to be smarter about this. But it does mean redoing all these chests. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chests. That is 80 wood. Oh boy. Well, It is apparently a cold and misty night. Let's go cut down some trees. If I can find some trees. Where? Oh, there's the necktail. Okay, so I found the pond before I found any trees. This is what I hate about Mist. Wait. Haha! Trees! Wait, this is my tree farm. No. Not doing anything with the tree farm right at the moment. I want all of them to grow in, or not grow in, as the case may be. Hello, Mr. Grey Dwarf. Aha! Okay. 2 with 1 swing! These guys are just not being helpful. They're not falling on each other. Shoot! Oh. No. Oh, we are not appreciating that, Mr. Shaman. Oh, I walked right into it that time? Screw you, Shaman! Trying to do this in a way that does not kill that raspberry bush, because I would really like to continue getting raspberries. I have pigs to feed. Okay, that is in fact 80 wood. So let's take the bounty home, and since it's a new day, I should go feed my pigs. And I actually don't know if piglets eat while they're still piglets, but I'm gonna throw them 8 raspberries just in case to make sure. I end up over there? Okay, I have 4, so I need another 4. And I mean, piglets do not stay piglets for long. So it might actually be an adult pig by now. Hey guys! Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 adults and a piglet. Alright. Come get your raspberries. Raspberries, good for the soul. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a piglet. Okay, yeah. See, he's coming to thank me by shoving me into a wall. Any more nookie going on in here? Any? Any? Come on, guys, guys. Foxwine needs some boar nookie. I mean, I know none of you have stars, but that's okay. I love you regardless. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I guess I'm doing the food thing first, or at least that's what I'm doing at the moment. Alright, those go there. This goes there. Those come out of there. Full. More Grey Dwarf eyes. Where did I have trophies? Oh, right. Trophies are at honey. Die. Okay. In that case, we shall face the honey portal-ish. And chuck that sucker. Put resin in the hidden resin chest. Put these rocks in here. Thankfully, most of my chests aren't too full yet, so... Just to keep track of myself, I'm destroying them as I go so I know which chests I've emptied. Oh, I forgot to destruct the fish chest. Actually, while I'm at it. Raspberries, so many, but not as many as I used to have. Really? Well, what if I... Well, that's certainly new and disturbing. What is it sitting on? How? Is it like touching that? It was touching that! I see, I see. Which one was the potion chest? I'm just gonna put the metals. I'll just put the necessary metals in here. And what did I use fine wood for? Oh, you know what? That was probably the fermenter. That was probably the fermenter. You know what? Before I completely finish this, let me just take a quick screenshot. Oh, it did not like that I jumped in there. Alright. And my various meats. Alright, come on, get in there. Stop trying to float in midair. Get on the ground. Everything must go! Including my stamina, apparently. Would you connect with the ground? I broke my hammer by breaking things. One moment while I go repair. Yes, I do prefer doing this to digging a giant trench. Why do you ask? It's raining wood. Hallelujah. Oops. Oh, I did not mean to do that. One moment. The plan was to leave the workbench be. But apparently that was not a plan that I was allowed. Okay, whoop. See, this is the sort of thing that I wish to prevent. Get much hill, is what I'm saying. No more hill. Hill be gone. Abracadabra. And despite doing this to avoid doing the stupid trench that I feel like I need, look at me digging anyway. Hi ho, it's digging I go. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the general idea is to just bring this whole thing down. This will also make it more protected by the walls. Okay, that's a bunch of pickaxe work. Why is that happening? That's not what I want at all. Oh, because it's still set on raised ground. No! Darn it! Always check what mode you are set on before you do things. I re-hilled the hill. Okay, back to the hoe. Set that to level ground. Hope that I've gotten it low enough. Okay. This area is entirely too big. That is currently on purpose. Alright. What I want is the floor. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, see, that's how I can tell. But also, oh, I don't have any resin on me. That is a pity. All right. Alright, where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That out of my way. Whoops. Already? You know, 6 by 6 feels really large when I do it like this. I think a 5 by 5 would be better. But like this. Yeah, yeah, I think like this. And I'm just going to move the table so that I have plans for the spot that the table's in currently. So all right. This is the space that I desire to work with. And yeah, like that. And just going to be using this for measuring purposes. I really shouldn't be doing this at night. Yeah, there we go. And it's gonna be daylight soon, which is really good. How much wood do I have on me? Huh. Okay, it's all these rocks. One moment. We'll figure out the rocks later. I'm just gonna take care of some chores. Now, which box did I end up putting my raspberries in? Aha! Okay. I feel a subtle sense of movement. Like the pigs can sense I have raspberries. Yeah, hi guys. you can see, I don't have a piglet anymore. Because it's already an adult. Cycle of life. It moves us all and stuff and various other song quotes and things. And now I have some daylight to work with over here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Need more coal. Eight. 9. 10. Don't actually need that many at this point, but I want to have them available for when I do. I'm gonna go put the rest of this coal away. And then this is the part I really wanted daylight for. Yep. Nope, nope. Come on. Am I really gonna have to do each one of these seated? Apparently. Which means that, you know, 8 chests is gonna have to be it, because I'm not gonna be able to set the corner ones. Okay. Yes, I am anal retentive. Why do you ask? Okay, before I get too much further on this, okay. Good to have checked that. I'd hate to go through this whole rigmarole and then find out that I couldn't actually access my chests. But y'all see why I wanted daylight to do this in, right? that one is not quite right. I've been drifting. No! There's gotta be a way to space this. Some simple way that I am missing. I'm just gonna have to accept that it's never gonna look quite right. Because it's just, the angles are against me here. Oh, please let me have enough wood so I won't have to move. Nope, I don't have enough wood. Also, that one is sticking out. It's really hard to see the line of the floor from this far away. This was a mistake. Closer. Closer. Okay, mostly centered between the other two chests. On the line. Good. Good enough for pictures. Okay. And I have room for more chests at a later date. was I calling most of these? I'm pretty sure this one was meat. See, this is why I took the screenshot. Just gonna take a moment here. Where are my screenshots? Give me my screenshots. Meat, shroom, raspberry. Okay. Meat, shroom, raspberry, fish, what was the next one? Deer, honey, plants. Deer, honey, plants, and potion. There. And now I can put things back. That's plants. And me destroying the empty chest. Oh, that one's special. I'll leave that one for last. Alright, honey. Into the honey box. That's deer. Into the deer box. I will need to go after more deer. Alright, meat. Oh, why am I not using the take all command? What kind of a fool am I? Oh, please let me have enough stamina. Okay, where was I? That's the shroom box. Actually, I had it this way, didn't I? Have I fed my pigs today? Hold on for a moment. I don't think I fed my pigs today. pigs is a good number. So if I get another piglet, I'm going to butcher an adult. How are all my lovely piggies? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yes, okay. 8 adult pigs. I could probably make do with half that number easily. I will think about it. It would save on raspberries. I'll think about it. Alright, where was I? Ah, yes. Raspberry chest. Raspberries in the raspberry box. Fish in the fish box. Yes, there we go. Okay, now planning. Let's grab these rocks. And possibly this resin. What was I using the resin for? No, wait, not the resin. The resin was for something else. Okay. I want my little half heights here. Yep. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, and 4. Man, this is hard to do without light. There. And there. Let's see here. Oh, I need a forge in range. Darn it. Okay, we need 6 copper, stone, coal, and wood. temporarily. Thankfully, I've got lots of copper. Okay, I've got lots of wood. So I just need... Whoa. I forget how much coal it was. Oh, it's only 4 coal. Okay. And was it 5 stone as well? No, it's 4 stone. Well, this'll do. Just gonna drop a forge right here so that I have the radius to do more of what I'm intending. I need the tin out of the box. Like so. Need a floor piece. Now I need a board. Then I need a floor piece. And some more board. And oh, that's what I needed the resin for. Fine wood, bronze, resin. Right, yep. Fine wood, bronze, resin. Now the question is, which way to face this sucker? Oh, I know. Okay. Going to center it. Destroy this edge. That's the wrong one. I want the half floor. Which way was this facing? That way. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. Now, the main question here is, if I put bars can I still interact? No, I cannot. Okay. Question answered. So, a bar goes here. A bar goes here. And a bar goes here. Wahahaha. All right. I did not actually come into this with a plan, so I'm just sort of planning as I go here. I've got a 1.5 height going on here. So... 1.5 and hope that clears the fermenter. It does not. So it's gonna be a twofer. Come on. Get on top of there. Oh. All right. And then gets a crossbar. And 2 more poles. Get in there. And this gets a half high right there. And then a, come on, a full height. And a crossbar. Okay, and erg. I can do it from here. I can do it from here. Right? Right? You'll let me? Please? Suddenly I'm not sure of where I put my things. Hold on a moment. Let me just... like that. Like that. This is still a touch taller than I really want it to be, but to clear the fermenter, this is what I've got to do, so. Oh, well, bugger. Alright, okay. I will deal with this event, and then I will take a break. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a break, and then I deal with this event. That's the idea. Because we can have some cool music through the break for that one, right? Just gonna let my hit points get up so that we're not waiting when I get back. Alright, excellent. Rested bonus. Good. Last tick. Come on, there we go. Alright. I'm going to take my break. I'm going to refill my drink. I'm going to have a quick stretch. I'm going to mentally prepare myself for combat instead of construction. Maybe run some ads. And I will be back in just a few minutes.